Hello and welcome back to the Learning Paintless Dent Repair at Home series sponsored by PDRsecrets.com. You know, a lot of people have questions about what tools should I buy, what tools should I use? And what I wanted to show you is that really there's two tools that we have available to us, and basically they're just pry bars. And that's what this one looks like, and that's what this one looks like. And you notice that the difference in them, but really the only difference in them is the distance between the tip and the shaft itself. There's a greater distance on this one than there is on this one. And with these two tools, really, even if you just bought this one tool, this short pry bar, which is really a commodity item from any tool company that you can find on the internet. Now, there's one caveat, one warning that I'll give you. Don't buy tools on eBay. The tools on eBay are of unknown origin unless you're buying them from their name brand tools and the person can produce a receipt. But what I'm talking about is the kind of cheap China tools that are put together in a 60-piece set with a whole bunch of little screwdriver bits. So that's one thing I might say stay away from. But other than that, most of the tool companies online you can trust. And I'll give you some links to those. But with these two tools, you can really get started in dent repair. Now, we've still got our door mounted right here. And what I might have mentioned to you is why you might want to have two different pry bars. And pretty much is because with this short distance between here and the shaft on this door, it really won't work all that well. And the reason you notice is because that tool goes in there and runs out of space. There's a great distance between where your leverage point is and where the tip of the tool is. And so it's in this door, in this case, then, that I would really rather have a tool with a little bit of a hook to it, like this. And that way you can stick it in there and work dents with it. Well, how would this work for a hood? What kind of tools would you use for a hood? Let's take a look. Well, we talked about working on a door, and you can see that with a door you've got a natural leverage point. But with a hood, when you've got your pry bars, you know, where do you leverage off of? Well, it's in this case that there's one more tool that you'll want or need, and that's an S-hook. Now this is called an S-hook because of this S shape that it has. Now this one happens to be closed and then another loop put in it. You can make one with tools, with equipment you buy at a hardware store, or you can buy them online. But what you're going to do with this is basically every hood has a hole in it somewhere. And all you do is stick this in the hole and use it for a leverage point. Okay, so you'll find yourself a hole and you find that hole and put your S-hook in it, and then your tool goes here, and now you've got leverage. And now you can see that I've got leverage here because of my S-hook. Well, now you know what you need to know about tools, what basic tools you need to get started. And next week we want to talk about lights. Lights are very important to our process, and so I know you'll want to stay tuned for that. Thanks a lot.